During the summer of 2023, we moved to a remote Scottish Hebridean island to be its only two residents, along with our two pet sheep and pair of cats. These remote islands seem to retain an old-fashioned rhythm and a charm which we find encouraging us to live a more frugal and simple life, the way man was perhaps more intended to. We have an ancient stone cottage to restore, veggies to grow, livestock to build up, fish to catch and smoke, a boat to buy, and much more. Step back in time with us at the Scottish Isle.
We're here on the mainland because we've had a
Kerosene delivery.
Which needs to go back all the way to the island. So oh, you've got no chance.
Twist it.
I'm trying to. Well, that's light, isn't it? I'm concerned about these tyres because one of them's going flat.
Should have pumped them up before we came over.
Look at it.
It needs to be shoved further that way if you can.
No.
That's better anyway.
Good God. We've lost a bolt.
A bolt?
A wheel bolt.
Well, there's a spare trailer we can
steal from it. Oh, how can you tell it's tourist season? That's very heavy, that, isn't it?
Well, you did the lifting, I didn't. I just shoved.
A lot of you have made comments about how is it that the quad can be on the mainland and on the island without it being shifted by a boat. And some people are like, have you got two quads, blah, blah, blah. No. There are times where the tide is so low that we can drive the quad across. And that's the time that we get, you know, things like this, these kind of deliveries.
If you remember back in, donkeys of episodes ago, we showed you an old jetty on the island on where we cross over on the boats. And there used to be some stepping stones over there that when the tide was right, you could literally hop across over to the mainland. The stepping stones are gone, but quad life being what it is, and this being an amazing vehicle, we can drag things across when the tides are very, very low, like they've been at the minute. There's
really high tides, really low tides. Seem to come hand in hand, don't they?
Yeah, incredible.
Right, well, you're now going to go and do some shopping.
I'm doing the big food shop in Fort William, which is always a joy.
The state of my gloves from that. I'm worried about this tyre.
Well, pump it up when you get back.
Yeah, it's really...
Just drive slow. Bye.
That is really bad, that. OK, well, drive safely, have fun at Fort William. Right, Katie's away to get some grub. Marks and Spencer's, and well, if I'm perfectly honest with you, I don't know where the Kerosene lives because this is the first time that we've done this since we've been here. And Katie got this empty tank and took it up there in the trailer quite a while ago. But this is where the Kerosene lives. So I'm assuming if Kerosene lives here, this being Kerosene, it wants to be somewhere around here. The reason I'm laughing is because I'm probably wrong, and I can't be bothered to call her because there's my phone filming this. So let's just empty this and get it out. When I say empty, I don't mean empty this. I mean empty the trailer. As you can imagine, this quad and this trailer are a lifesaver on this island. I really don't know what we'd do if we didn't have these. Well, we'd have to buy some. You might be able to hear the woodpecker in the background. Hear him? It nearly pulled me over. Right. For safety purposes, I'm just leaving that there. There's no point in me dragging it over on my own. Well, if anything, I need to get this trailer out of the way first anyway. So, how am I doing this? Now yesterday, when I left this here, I'm sure I said on camera, no matter where I put it, it's going to be the wrong place. And
It's the wrong place.
right, kerosene, as I said, I think I actually said this. I'm in the way. Kerosene, you would think kerosene goes with kerosene.
No, this is not kerosene.
So what is this?
A mixture of kerosene and diesel, which is unusable fuel.
I just thought it was kerosene.
No.
So now this has got to be dragged down to where? Just down there, isn't it?
Not far, but where the actual kerosene tank is.
So this is the kerosene and diesel tank.
This is junk fuel.
Right, okay, this is just for general purpose burning, blah, 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 blah. And this is pure, unadulterated kerosene.
Texaco's fine, no.
Oh, it says Texaco on there.
Yeah, it is Texaco, but we need to get a new one of these from somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. Well, the plan was to roll it down this bit of this hill, but there are so many rocks and boulders, what it's going to do is, this will pierce with no problem. So, back with the trailer.
Well, have fun.
Right, I'll tell you what the idea is. I'm going to pull the trailer up here, yeah? And we're just going to do exactly the same as we did yesterday, tip it in. You just stabilise the trailer, I'll put the quad up here, attach it, ride it down. I'll like that. Just watch yourself because I don't want it to take over. I can't, there's a bit up there. Are you having fun?
No.
You see my plan?
Yeah. I'm not convinced though.
Grab this.
Well, then I'm taking the whole weight of it.
You're not taking anything.
Oh.
It's pivoting, isn't it? Well, do you want to move this?
This is just I'm just gonna drop this as soon as the weight goes on it, I think. I'm not strong enough.
Just don't be near the bar. I'm picking it up here and pushing forward. I just need you to pull down on both.
You're right.
I was just going to get my stogie. I love it when a plan comes together. Who's that? I can't remember the theme tune. I can't remember what it is now. What was it called? A-Team. Hannibal.
Old stogies I have found. Old stogies? Like discarded cigarillos?
Yeah.
You seem to be struggling there.
It's because it's this bolt just keeps jamming, gating the inside of this rather than.
Sometimes your plans when you're moving things scare me.
But it worked.
You're a lot stronger than I am.
Yeah, and don't you forget it.
Okay?
Yeah. When we had we used to have a 12-foot trailer.
Oh, a big box trailer.
For the antiques, and obviously that's where you got your reversing skills. Your reversing with trailers is far superior to mine.
I used to have to put the box trailer in a what was it, 10-foot through a 10-foot field gate in reverse.
Yeah, it was
walls on either side.
Do you remember the first time we got it? And that bend that we had to go around when we picked it up that time.
A nightmare.
The bend was like
a hairpin bend.
It was a hairpin, literally, wasn't it? Trying to get that thing
And
round there. And up a hill.
I'd never towed anything before. Will we unhook it?
Well, do you want it right in the corner?
No, not necessarily. It doesn't have to go right in the corner.
Throw it out then. Yeah, it's just.
So we've got a pump. We need to pump the kerosene into this tank.
Yeah, it's just not going.
That'll be fine.
Oh.
I saw a skua the other day, type of seabird, albatross. But it flew towards me and over me, and it was just like this immense shadow. It's like a Nazgul.
Did you get wafers with it?
Right, well, we're inside the deer fence in the cultivated part of the island. Ow. Part of our work here, part of our job here is, so you saw me earlier on this year in February trying to get a handle on pruning the orchard. There's also an ornamental garden here, so we garden it. The owner said to me when they were last here months and months and months and months ago, several months ago, to trim these, prune these, box you, and whatever shape I like. And I've decided what I'm going to do is sculpt a frame and make it look like their lovely family dog. He's quite a character, he's quite distinctive looking, so I reckon I can pull it off. I just need some vague measurements so I know how big my frame needs to be. Okay. I didn't trap my finger that time. So I'm going to be making the frame out of some galvanised steel wire, fit it around it, and then mould some chicken wire probably to get his shape, to get his character, and then do some trimming. It's fun, topiary fun.
Back at the byre, we thought, as I've got to take the quad down to the cottage, oh, look at the size of them. We might as well pick up these logs that we've stored in here. They're not that big, are they? They're just wide. Is there 3 of them?
Certainly 2 of them.
Seems all we do at the minute is take the back of this trailer off.
Well,
Oh, you have to take the whole thing off. Another one?
I don't think so.
Why? Think it'll be too heavy?
Possibly, yeah. Until we buy a pump for this tyre, we need to be careful.
I just don't want to come up here again, okay?
Song of the day in my head. I've got Ferry across the Mersey.
Why?
What's on your head today?
Nothing this morning. I woke up last night. And I'm not joking. I seriously woke up last night singing Love Shack by the B-52s in my head.
Well, do you know what I had in
my a little low place. That's all. Just keep going over. Why?
What I had in my head earlier, this will please you, is Dudley Moore. As I was walking down the street one day.
Yeah, I had that. I don't know. It was something that I was watching on this when I was editing it. That reminded me of Jump by Dudley Moore. I can't remember what it was though. Right, so the original plan with this.
Nice bit of oak.
Was to chop it down and make bookcases out of it.
You've stalled.
I've stalled because I'm thinking whether or not it's going to be. Is it? am I going to ever be at a place where I've got the time or the inclination, because we've got the machinery down there, to make planks out of this? Considering how, you know, how much they're going to have to be fashioned. You know, everything the right size. Because, you know, they are sizable planks, aren't they? Well, we'll get it down there, and then I'll spend a few days mulling over it before, because the only other alternative is firewood, but bloody good firewood. And like I said, we've got 3 of these, so you know what? Maybe I should just bite the bullet and get the stuff out of the tool shed.
You go, I'll walk.
Oh, you want a fitness kick again? You're eating Special K.
Yeah, I'm doing my what's that called? Power walking. Yeah, I'll power walk.
Well, you know what? I don't ever want to power walk. I'd be quite happy to sit on this quad and go everywhere on this quad for the rest of my life. Right, well, I'm just going to go straight down to the cottage, all right?
Okay. Right, I've drawn a little line drawing cartoon of the sculpture frame thing that I have in mind for the topiary, taking in reference some photographs of the dog that I'm trying to mimic or make a little caricature of. What the heck's going on here? Well, that's the head done. It gives me my basic shape to cut around. I'll put a picture of the dog's head on the screen now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well. Maybe you'd be a bit better seeing it on the plant. But it just gives me a basic framework and a basic shape that I need to take and transfer to the plant. Well, that's the head done. The body and the legs are going to wait for another day. One ear's bigger than the other. Oh well, I can correct that on the plant.
Now, you remember, those of you with eagle eyes, that this is where I moved those huge bits. Remember when Katie launched one of them down the hill at me? You remember that? They'll all remember that.
Exaggeration.
No, you did it. And I took them back down there and chopped them all up. Well, the pine, you remember, that got blown down in the gales, was stuck like this.
It got hung up.
Well, it's not anymore. It's now like this.
Fallen.
Which is exactly what we hoped for. So now I'm going to go and chop it up. Here we are. Now this was hung up on that pine there. And it's been like this now for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, maybe a bit longer. So it's been drying out. It's not wet at all. I think the pine leaves have gone from the point of view of fodder for the sheep, which is a shame. But I've got to start chopping it up.
That's it.
Another job off the list.
Well, still got to go up the hill and get that chainsaw.
Just leave them up there. They're not going anywhere.
That's a job well done.
It's the thing about cutting wood, isn't it? It's an awful lot of work for, when you look at it, that was pretty much that entire tree trunk. Could you stop making that banging noise? Because, you know, I've got to edit this.
Good. Good, good, good.
Well, split it all up, put it under the cabin.
We've got that grenade splitter. It'll make short work of it. See, when you're cutting them, can you cut them squint, please? I'd like them to be flat. Thanks. Actually, could you make like little flowers out of them, little flower shapes?
Yeah. What? Because they look pretty when you put them in the fire?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. That's not a problem. We've been driven back into the house by the weather.
Jeeves, you're flicking your tail in my face.
Yeah, Jeeves.
It's like passive aggressive.
Where's his tinfoil hat gone?
I don't know, he was wearing it earlier. Your tinfoil hat, Jeeves. Jeeves is a conspiracy theorist.
This episode was well, sort of not this episode. The last few days where we filmed this was pretty full on.
The last few weeks have been really full on.
Yeah, it's been physical, really physical.
Said to the patrons just how busy we've been. It's mental. Yeah, it's just.
It's time of year though, isn't it? You have that real lull over the winter, which is not really a lull because we've got so much to do here. But it's now there's everything else to do. Everything's coming alive, so the gardening aspect kicks back in.
Mm-hmm.
Wood, chopping wood, that's never ending. That's constant. What else?
Well, the local farmer that we're getting an orphan lamb from should probably start to be lambing towards the end of the month, maybe. So another mouth to feed.
It's funny, that was going to be my quote.
So yeah, we're getting.
It's not so much
lamb.
going in; it's coming out live. The problem with.
Good for the garden.
So anyway, the smallest sheep we can possibly get. That's the plan.
Yes. You're going to say to him, can we have one of those little ones, please?
Tiniest one we can find. I'm on the quad. 9 o'clock at night. Pitch black. Head torch on. But I've got cap on, so I've got peak. And I'm going over because it was the only time, from the point of view of tide, where I could go and get the post. So I'm on the straight, going up to where the first bend comes in. What happens?
Nazgul.
No word of a lie, and I am not exaggerating this in any way. So I'm on the quad, head down. It's raining, light shining. Obviously, it's quite difficult. Here just appears 2 talons, 2 feet. I look up, and there's a golden eagle. The wingspan's like this, wing above my head. One wing over there. I must have scared it, and it was flying diagonally across me. But because my head was down, all I saw was these talons. I seriously thought I was getting attacked by an eagle. I crapped myself.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Well, for a split second, I was like, well, it's going to attack me. I'm on a quad doing about, I'm doing about 15,
in the middle
20,
of the night.
In the middle of the night. But it just carried on. It just flew. I'd obviously just frightened it, but for us, I thought I was being attacked by an eagle. It's these talons, just like claws like this, just dangling here in front of my face.
Yeah, they're massive. I've restrained one of those before. You hold it has its hood on. You hold the whole thing with your torso, and those talons are just. You've got to get those as well.
That was frightening, but like I said, and then it's the sense of relief when you know it's not happening, and then you laugh. It's like I don't know if it's a nervous laugh,
what
but you're just like,
thing to happen, though.
This thing flew off. It was massive. I mean, when you're up that close, when we see him flying around here, he's big, but my God.
Are you going to leave me your record collection when you die?
Yeah, I've told. No, I'm leaving you my.
Kylie Minogue.
No, Star Trek Blu-ray collection.
I don't want it.
It's worth a lot of money.
I don't care. It's going in the bin.